Hello, this is Robert Strong Thumb. We have 3 quests today. They're all completely unrelated, but let's see what that means. No warrior. I could play a lot of characters. I want to play one that I at least know how to play. I'll show you the tacticalities of Zagara, one of my favorite characters, one of the 2. So, Zagara has hidden potential that I don't know if anybody else really realizes, except for, minority. So, how to put this? She's labeled a specialist, right? And then even in picking, they call her siege. She's not actually really that good at siege, in my opinion. What she's really good at is sustained damage, while also having reliable escape. Well, reliable enough, you'll see. And what some people don't realize is that this level 7, you can actually pick battle momentum instead of rapid incubation to greatly increase almost a burst on Zagara. And there's also a creep build, which is not as successful, admittedly, but it's fun to be global. Let's see if we can take her down. I would only recommend taking battle momentum if you do not have a healer on your team. By the way, I think from now on I'll keep these videos focused more on the game, like teaching you how to play these characters. I mean, I have mastered this character in terms of the level things, so I have to know some things about the character from playing a few games, right? So, Q, you stand still and you launch these guys at a straight direction, which you can't change the direction, by the way. You don't really use this that often. W, it says cooldown for 1 second if you can read that, but it's really like 12 seconds or 13 or so. You summon this dude that attacks whatever you targeted with this guy, and he will chase that target forever. E ability drops a guy, 2 guys really, that just auto attack into whatever they want. Not very useful either. You want to really focus on the W ability. Trait is you place down tumors that give you vision, health regen, and let you move faster. 2 heroics. So, well, the heroic you usually want to take is Devouring Maw. Ooh, I love this too, because we have a frontline. We have a frontline and a healer. That's kind of rare these days with all the Novas flying around, like that guy. Nova is fun to play though, I think. I mean, obviously it has to be. Although we do have 3 squishy characters, so that's a worry. They have a frontline and a sort of like a support, but not really a healer. A ganking potential right there. The Butcher can gank, Nova definitely can gank, and Lunara is very... So, guys, in these situations, when, for example, Artanis or Lunara or Tassadar starts moving closely to you, that probably means that the Butcher or Nova is in a bush. You know what I mean? Ready to gank you. Hopefully you will see me be able to avoid these ganks. I mean, they could be bluffing, or just not know when the right time to buff is. I do not want to go split push because they have a Nova. You always want to pick this at the beginning. The other ones I've not found to be of any use. Let's go hunting, says Pandemonium. Oh my goodness. If that's the Pandemonium I think I know, that's pretty cool. Alright. We have nobody bottom lane. That's because I should be going bottom lane, apparently. Which is really dangerous. I'll just ping that I'm on my way. I do not recommend fighting for this. This watchtower over here. Alright. Now, people say that Zagara is a really good early game bully. Because what she can do is her W key just does so much. Okay, Nova is nearby. See what I mean? She might not actually be nearby. In fact, on the map, well, you can't see her. Because we have a healer, by the way, I am totally gonna go for battle momentum. Especially because Lily's a pretty good healer. Because Nova, I am not going to contest the chest. Although, it looks like she's in the top line. I'm a bully. I'll do it. Fortunately, the Butcher can... Yeah, he can deal a lot of damage to me, too. I think this guy might actually die. Unless if Nova's nearby. Oh, man. Okay, that was really risky though. I wasn't looking at the mini-map at that moment. I went tunnel visioned a little bit. But when Nova's in a game, just always assume she's right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. This character does, like I said, a reliable escape. What that is like if I'm not mounted, I move at 20% the normal speed with this character. Whoops, wrong button. Nova's probably nearby. Can't see otherwise on the mini-map. Okay, it looks like this Butcher doesn't roam, even though he's got a Master Skin, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just bully him. What you want to do in lane, you don't really want to use all your abilities that much. What you want to do is press the Q button on all enemy heroes that come into your lane to bully them. We're going to pick Envenom Spines. Nova's in the top line. I mean mid lane. That's good to know. What was I even talking about? Oh yes, you only want it because Zagara does have a mana problem if you don't pick up Rapid Incubation, especially if you pick up what's it even called now? If you pick up the ability, that one, if you don't pick up Rapid Incubation, I can't talk. If you don't pick up Rapid Incubation, she has a mana problem. So you only want to use the abilities when you absolutely have to, because you can find out that this doesn't do enough damage for mana, but it does deal damage, so you want to use it in team fights, for example. So maybe not the Q, because for example I talented into auto-attacking, and you cannot auto-attack while you Q. Yeah, that is a really good idea, considering that all the other lanes are missing by the enemy team, including our middle lane, which should not happen. You always want to be pressing the D button with this character. That might be different for yours. If you ever have 3 charges with this ability, you are definitely not playing Zagara right. You don't have to be playing a creep build to want to place the creep everywhere. Oh my goodness. I did that on purpose, by the way. The dodge there, totally. Wink wink. There are 3 people here though, so I really shouldn't do anything smart. You know what I mean? Yeah. As far as playing the objective goes, I mean, I'm not really good at this map in particular at all, actually. It's my lowest win rate map. But the way I see it is you want to have somebody laning every lane, right? And because there's nobody else here in this lane... By the way, I am a lane bully, so I should be in a lane. And I'm labeled as a siege character. Yeah. You see how I'm positioning specifically so that Nova comes by. I'm not too far from home. Also, I've placed these 2 things here to give me a slight warning when somebody's coming by. Battle momentum. Now this is where... No, level 16 is where the burst damage really hits. Yeah, and you might find that some people are really good at taking out your creep. And that's just part of the game as Zagara. There's a Nova nearby. They would be making really aggressive moves if that were the case. I'm not paying attention to where Nova is. That I can't see her on the minimap anywhere, which concerns me. I'm at full health. Notice I am regenerating a lot of that throughout the creep, by not really doing anything at all. And I'm only using my Q key most of the time. I can't contest this. We are a level behind for some reason. Are we? Nope. 3 on 3. Maybe they got the 3 kills afterwards. This game has a what's it called? Underdog mechanic, I believe it's called, where the team that is lower level gets more XP for a kill. So maybe what happened is we got the 3 kills first, and then they got the 3 kills, and because of how that math works, of course, they get more experience. Looks like we're catching up just fine. We are missing top You can position a little bit more aggressively when you see, for example, on the minimap, there's a bit of a team fight going on that probably should not be happening. Again, replacing the creep up there to warn me if anybody except for Nova comes around. Except for Nova, because we really can't see Nova. I figure, with all this Nova, isn't there some counter Nova play, like a Tassadar, for example? Wouldn't Tassadar just be amazing, because Nova is in 50% of teams or some odd? Yeah, why are we team fighting? We're slightly behind. I am laning, helping my team out. Yeah. I feel like that Nazebo, without looking, did not realize. Yeah. If your team is heavily losing, you saw how the deaths were slow. It was 1 kill, 2 seconds later, another kill. You don't have to stay in the team fight if it's looking bad. Just evade. And also, I feel like they were just fighting for a watchtower, which is comical almost. Alright. Now, Nova has got triple tap. As usual. The, in my opinion, not intelligent one to pick. And they have ultimates and we don't. So I can't really push this lane all the way, because that would endanger me. See what I mean? I think that's the real Nova, actually. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But notice how we didn't stay in there very long, because I saw other people on the map heading this way. And also, I've creeped up a lot of this lane. They have gotten 2 things up, which is a shame. Now we picked Devouring Maw. Now, another thing that's cool with Zagara is Devouring Maw usually has a 100-second cooldown. But because we picked up Battle Momentum, that can really be shortened. Now, at maximum, if we were auto-attacking every possible second, I believe that the new cooldown would be 75 seconds in all, which is 25 seconds in all, but that's if we're in Living the Dream or whatever it's called. Okay, this is really bad for me. We're really out of position and we don't have friends. Our tank is in the top lane, not really helping. We should leave. Why are we still fighting? We are missing 3 players from that fight. You do not have to stay there. Exactly. That's unfortunate. I mean, occasionally I look back and it could have been me just being like, oh shoot, I shouldn't be there. And then they're gonna be like, dude, what's your problem? Which is completely fair, but I feel like it's a quick match, so you can't blame people too heavily for not trusting allies. You know what I mean? See how we saw that Lunara coming before she came? I was safe. I haven't died yet. Yeah! Usually, I mean, remember in the last video, I was dying a lot. Zagara, it's weird. She wouldn't have any survivability at all. Yet, she does. I don't think we should... I have my ult up. Yeah, let's do it. They're afraid of us for some reason, which is interesting. Maybe a player's gone? Maybe they're actually a really competent team. This is a really easy maw. I'm usually terrible at placing the maw, but thank you so much, Lily, for picking up the dragon. This was one of those moments where our dragon was actually a little bit superior, except she did not... Maybe Lily didn't think I was going for rapid incubation and thought... Well, actually, who cares who picks rapid incubation, right? Am I being hurt heavily? Oh my gosh. Nova. Where is she? Good. Now... Okay. 2 for 1. How did that go so badly? I'm not gonna get that camp. That's just asking for trouble. They're all right there. It's times like these where I'm lost on what to do, because that area was obviously dangerous, and it's not like I can go aggressive in that lane. Alright, now that the entire team back up, we can do something, right? Are they taking boss? I highly doubt it. No, they're not. Let's just take care of this minion wave. You can use the W to clear pretty easily, but it does have a 13-second cooldown and, you know, mana conservation without the brood thing. We're gonna go for Mutalis. This accelerates the damage. Okay, now yeah, they just completely wiped out the camps, didn't they? Yeah, I might not be doing it enough in this video, but what you want to be doing is constantly thinking about placing creep. It helps you so much, you wouldn't believe it. You know what I mean? That's not a real Nova. Is it really going to hit that fake Nova? That's a shame. Granted, Dragon has a 45-second cooldown, so we'll have it back in no time. Interesting. Yeah, man. It's players like these, though, that make the game fun. Oh, let's not lose another player, shall we? Shoot, are we just gonna die here, or we're getting split from our healer? Yeah, hey, whoa, yeah, let's get out of here. The healer went the other direction. I could have followed, but that wouldn't be going to a direction that would be helpful. That is why I went in this direction. Yeah, hey, whoa, dude, you guys are... Look, we have 2 people down. There is no way we will win in a team fight. I can guarantee it. They are also a level ahead. You guys might be thinking, oh, dude, there are 3 players down because of you, man. No. I'm not falling for that. Nova is right there. I see her. I saw the glimmer. Oh, I died as Zagara. Zagara is squishy and would be easily killable. I just can't believe Nova is that good a character when you're in these situations, unfortunately. Maybe that's why she's so popular. It's because with all the quick match, you know, you don't have to coordinated teams half the time. So that's actually a very good counterplay to just quick match in general. You know what I mean? I mean, notice in the World Championships you didn't see very many Novas. Yeah, I should be heading this way. I'm on my way. Well, can't really do much about that. Sorry for that intense silence there. There was a little bit of an issue, which is interesting because I thought I'd made sure I dealt with the issue. You know what I mean? It's not like I can contest this push either. Nova, there's no wall, right? That death was pretty unnecessary. Really. And now we have a chance to get back, but they are out-leveling us. Oh man, I missed that ability pretty badly. Although I will admit, it's really nice that the Lily picked Water Dragon. Usually they pick the other ability, the Jug of 1,000 Cups, and the Dragon one's just way more fun. You get to cast it more often. It really helps people set up for hard-to-hit abilities. You know? And it's good to see we have some people who aren't just focused completely on winning. You know what I mean? Okay, I have 2 charges of this. Yeah, that's really dangerous. We shouldn't do this. Well, actually, no, we should. No, we're not. Yeah. We have 200 killers, and we have a decreased timer. We can easily get 400 killers off. Although, why did we focus Artanis? They're quite far levels ahead. I am gonna ping that I'm on my way over here. Why am I taking damage? Nova's dead. Yeah. Contest this, Kasadar. Uncoordinated teams. They might feel scared, I guess, but I feel like that was a very good opportunity to take boss, because then when they resurrected, they would be dealing with the boss while we get all the coin camps that aren't there, actually, now that I think about it. And the chests that might spawn, if they will spawn in time. Do we have enough for a turn-in? We don't. And the enemy has got a very good presence on the map. Nova is up. You know what? That was also a very unnecessary death. Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I'm not a pro player. It's really bad. That's why Nova's so good. Well, what can you do, right? Unfortunately, this will have to be a GG because it's longer than 15 minutes. Chances of comeback are low, I'll admit. Although I'm also glad that, I mean, on top of the fact that we've got a Lily that really does want to have fun, which is amazing to see, you know, when this, I mean, I feel like of all the MOBAs, this one is the most focused on having fun. Am I just dead? Yeah. That is pitiful. Do not try as hard as you can not to have this many deaths. I might not be the most deaths on my team, but that's no testament to saying that it's good. For example, their Lunara has 0 deaths. Wow, that's a really good Lunara player. If you don't know, Lunara is actually incredibly squishy and can't escape too well. So, that's a really good Lunara player. I think that just might be the good game. Because we have 4 down and they have 1 down. Nope. Okay. We can actually see if they're taking boss. Although it's not like we can stop them. You know what I mean? Because it's... They have the level 20 talents, which are very powerful talents. Oh, and they have catapults. Let's see if we can't take this. When you take mercenary camps, kill the mage first. Trust me. Trust me. That will help. Oh, I forgot about the creep. Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm dying so much. I mean, you notice I've forgotten about the creep even. This is also a problem. I'll just help clear that a little bit while we go over to the chests. Awesome. They're gonna see me coming, unfortunately. I am joined by... Yeah. Uh-oh. We are in danger. They still have level 20 talents and we don't, so watch out. Yeah, with the E ability you do want to at least try to hit the target. It's alright if you miss, but a lot of the point is to hit it. Although a lot of the point really is that... yeah. Chances of us coming back are pretty low looking. I go for Fury of the Storm. Most people go for Bolt, but the problem with Bolt is it's purely defensive. So what if you want to win the game? Right? Defensive abilities don't really help you win the game as much as an offensive one does. And also in this situation we do need wave clear help. Let's just scare her off. Shall we? Oh, okay, this is not retreating. Interesting. This guy can probably wreck us actually if we're not careful. Yep. That's it. That's unfortunate and a little bit insulting. Getting killed by triple tap, dude, that's the worst. Did you notice that the ultimate was almost off cooldown? Because I was auto attacking, reduced cooldowns. Are we gonna? Ha! Nice. The zombies from Nazebo's Wall of Corpses just completely... That was hilarious. Alright. Alright, attacking us. Uncontested. They have 1 member up and we lost our final keep and they have not lost a fort yet. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that they're going to get bold because our core is at 50%, and it would be intelligent to do so because you don't want the core to regenerate shields. That looks like that will be the game. Yeah, they could just come in here and finish off that last 8%. We can't really do that much about it, unless if they're actually not thinking about that. Do know that when you can end the game, do it, you know. Don't give the enemy team a chance. In other MOBA games, they have problems with this because often what happens is the enemy team will spawn kill. And that's a little bit annoying. Extending the game. Comebacks happen in this game, though. Oh, I should really be with the team. They're not killing our core. Interesting. I have my ultimate up as well. 12 coins from the butcher. Interesting. That's unfortunate. You can do that too. As with the E ability, aim where they're going to be. You learn something from playing this character. I mean, with all characters, if you play the character a bit, you get to learn how to hit their abilities, except for the W. The W is just click on a player, if you couldn't see that. The graphics, I don't know what it is, because, I mean, I'm looking at stuff that is harshly, what's it even called? It's harshly degraded from what it was on my screen. But, oh, are we just gonna... Okay. Ouch! 5 deaths? That's unfortunate. And that's the good game. Unfortunate. I could have interrupted that ultimate. Not like I would have survived, because interrupting that ultimate would have made me retreat further. Yeah. So that's one of my favorite characters in the game. I love how she can just completely adapt to her situation. She's fragile and yet she can, if you learn how, she can really survive. I died 5 times. I was the least deaths on my team. I do feel though that a lot of those deaths were completely avoidable and completely my fault. Alright, that'll be all for this recording. Thank you. See you next time.